For the writers of Paradise Season 2, Episode 4, I just have one thing to say.
Why didn't you tell me what was coming?
In all seriousness, Season 2, Episode 4 of Paradise on Hulu came out yesterday, so this is going to be my full breakdown and review of the episode. It was absolutely phenomenal. If you are not watching this show yet, you are truly missing out. Go watch it immediately. Obviously, this video will contain heavy spoilers for the episode, so there's your disclaimer. But before we get into any of that, if you like daily film and TV content, be sure to hit that follow button. I have to get this right off the bat. How are you going to give us Shailene Woodley for just 4 episodes? I had thought that she was going to be a main character moving forward in this season. But no, Paradise wants us to all feel pain, so they killed her off, but they did it in beautiful fashion. So this episode starts out with Xavier healing while at Graceland and Annie kind of taking care of him, but as he regains his strength, she wants him to help out around more, and they both agree to travel to Atlanta on the terms that once they get Terry, they are going to go to Colorado to get Link. Now, let's keep in mind Annie is fully pregnant right now, and she is going to travel all the way from Graceland to Atlanta. She definitely has some trust issues along the way. She does not want Xavier looking at anyone. She doesn't want him talking to anybody, but he still sees the beauty in the world because he is a great guy. So as they pass people on the road, he says hello to them. While all of this is going on, we are having flashbacks of the first pregnancy inside of the bunker, and Xavier is helping out with the complications during that pregnancy, and he is in the room for everything as it is taking place. While we are fully aware that Annie is having some complications during her pregnancy, the flashbacks kind of tie these two together because Annie is having high risk blood pressure, she's very swollen, she's having some other issues. And when it comes time for Annie to give birth, she needs help, and Xavier cannot do this on his own, so he goes to recruit some help through this town. Annie does not want him to do this because, as we have known, that she does not really trust people prior to the world ending, and she definitely doesn't trust them now. But Xavier comes back with this whole squad of people that are ready to help because he, despite the evil in the world that he has already known from his short time being back on the surface, he still sees the beauty in it. Annie ultimately does die, and I'm very sad about that. I think that was one of the most gut-wrenching deaths that we have had during this show. But she gives Xavier a note and says, hey, read this to her when she's older. This episode ends with Xavier traveling all the way to Atlanta with the newborn, saying that this was his holy charge that Annie put him in charge of and that he has to handle this on his own. But once Xavier reaches Atlanta, he finds this guy at the building where Terry sent the signal from and says that she's been taken. We have absolutely no clue who she was taken by. My theory is that Link's crew took her, but that theory has some holes in it because Atlanta to Colorado, traveling east to west, but they stopped at Graceland. Where was Terry kept for all those days that they were at Graceland? No clue. Haven't thought about it yet. But that's my theory. Still have no clue who or what Alex is at the bunker. We know that Link is having flashbacks of Xavier. Xavier is having flashbacks of Link. I have no clue how those are going to play in together. I know that there's time travel theories going around. I don't know if I entirely believe that. One major thing that I think supports the time travel theory is Sinatra holding that baby that was born inside of the bunker, saying that you're going to feel sun someday. I think that she is trying to go back in time and not only save her son, but save the world as well. And that kind of plays into the recap that we got before episode 4 started, and that was Sinatra asking about the health of her son. Still don't really know how all of this is going to play out just yet, but I cannot wait for the next episode. I'm curious to know, what were your thoughts on season 2, episode 4 of Paradise on Hulu?